T-Wolves are up by 3, and here's the slam!
While it's true some professional athletes remain faithful to their wives, the popular belief is that NBA athletes with money and fame use it to their advantage to be with beautiful women outside of their marriage. These include their teammates' wives as well. Let's check out the 10 NBA players who got caught cheating on teammates' wife. Number 10. KARL Malone. During KARL Malone's lone season with the Los Angeles Lakers in 2003 and 2004, the mailman was linked to Vanessa Bryant. Even though there's little evidence that Malone's relationship with Kobe Bryant's wife extended beyond playful banter, Vanessa approached Malone dressed as a cowboy and inquired, "Hey cowboy, what are you hunting?" according to media sources. Malone allegedly answered, "I'm hunting young Mexican girls." To be honest, Malone's comments don't appear to breach the line, and Vanessa doesn't appear to be wholly blameless. Kobe, for one, wasn't shy to share his disgust with a teammate who also happened to be a close friend. Furthermore, the two men's relationship has never been the same since. Number 9. Andrew Bynum. Although another teammate's wife is not involved in this case, we consider that getting involved with a coach's wife is close enough. In 2013, Andrew Bynum was accused of sleeping with a woman of Jamahl Mosley, a former Cavalier and current Magic's head coach. As a result, he was suspended and later released by the Cleveland Cavaliers. This person was a cancer in the Cavaliers' locker room, and this was the final nail in the coffin, an unnamed team insider stated. Please be aware that the story concerning Cavaliers' center Andrew Bynum, Cavaliers' assistant coach Jamahl Mosley, and his fiancée is absolutely false, the Cavs said in a statement then. They would naturally dispute it, but it was very probably true, and they tried to deal with it internally. Since then, Bynum has been out of the league for several years and has shown no signs of return. Number 8. Shannon Brown. Pau Gasol was an all-star for the Los Angeles Lakers who was merely engaged to Sylvia Castro. Unfortunately, in the 2011 playoffs, he struggled to turn up and play as well as he normally did, and his numbers plummeted drastically. The Lakers were eventually eliminated from the playoffs early in the season, failing to complete a three-peat after winning titles in 2009 and 2010. Soon after, it was reported that an unnamed teammate later revealed to be Shannon Brown was having an affair with Lady Castro, effectively ending Paul's engagement. Sleeping with a teammate's partner is a terrible thing, but doing so during the playoffs could be disastrous for your team's success, as the Los Angeles Lakers discovered that year. When the allegations reached their peak, Brown responded by tweeting that he had done nothing wrong. He tweeted, "Okay, let me put an end to this right now before it goes any further. I did not sleep with @Pau Gasol woman. First and last time addressing it." Number 7. Jason Richardson. This is one of the strangest and most surprising cases we've ever seen in professional sports. Steve Nash and his Phoenix Suns teammate Jason Richardson were involved in one of the most contentious incidents to date. Back in 2011, Steve Nash and his wife of 6 years, Alejandra Amarilla, divorced just 5 days after their third child was born. We all know that Steve is of white ethnicity and his wife is of Latin origin. The born baby, on the other hand, seemed to be of African American origin. The media speculated that it was Leandro Barbosa's child at first, but when the Suns traded Jason Richardson to Orlando, it led to the speculations that he was the father. In a statement released almost simultaneously when Richardson was traded, Steve Nash said, "This is a bittersweet moment for my wife and me. After 5 years, we are now in the process of dissolving our marriage. This is my only comment on the subject." We appreciate Nash's reluctance to elaborate further, as this must have been the worst day of his life. Number 6. Paul George. In 2014, serious rumors were doing the rounds following the Indiana Pacers' poor playoff performance. Apparently, during a practice session, a remark made by teammate Lance Stevenson drew everyone's attention. According to rumors in an article published in an online gossip column, Paul George and Roy Hibbert's wife Valerie Cook had been having social media conversations for a while before they ended up sleeping together. Later, feeling guilty for her actions, Valerie told Hibbert about this incident and thus began the downward trajectory of a promising career of Roy Hibbert. Nobody saw it coming, as it seemed to happen all of a sudden. The revelation shattered Hibbert's success on the court, as he went from being named to the All-Star team in 2 of his 3 seasons, thanks to his elite rim defense and rebounding, to jumping between 3 teams while getting to play sparingly at the prime age of 30. Number 5. Derek Fisher. We got a glimpse of Derek Fisher's personal life in 2015, when his former teammate Matt Barnes allegedly assaulted him for dating Barnes' estranged wife. However, Fisher has always been speculated to be popular in the NBA community for his infidelity. During his time with the New York Knicks, there were rumors about how Fisher was involved with Tim Hardaway Jr.'s lady. Rumors went so out of control that Tim had to go on record to clarify whether he and Derek Fisher were dating the same woman. And just as it seemed that Fisher was more interested in becoming a playboy than a head coach, the New York Knicks fired him from his position, citing poor performance as the primary reason, which was clearly not the case. After all, no team wants to be in the news for the wrong reasons off the field. Number 4. Tony Parker. Tony Parker has spent his whole NBA career with the Spurs. He has 4 NBA championships to his credit. If only he could be a champion off the court as well. In 2010, Ava Longoria, Tony Parker's ex-wife, dug through his phone and discovered some lewd text messages between him and an unknown woman. Longoria discovered that Parker had been cheating on her with Erin Barry, the wife of Parker's former teammate Brent Barry. The 2 couples were believed to be close friends, and it's reported that Longoria discovered hundreds of texts between Parker and Erin Barry. Later that year, Longoria dumped him and got their wedding date tattooed off her hand, while Brent Barry filed for divorce from Erin. Number 3. James Harden. In June 2015, James Harden and Khloe Kardashian began dating. Khloe was okay spending out with the Houston Rockets player without being monogamous until he expressed an interest in doing so, at which point she agreed. Harden, on the other hand, did what he did rather than what he said he'd do. When it came to relationship flexibility, Kardashian, who was 5 years older than Harden, was cited as stating that she served her ex-boyfriend literally everything on a platter, but he opted to eat from a different table. And she had no intention of allowing that to happen, after Khloe found through a private investigator that Harden had cheated on her with 5 different women throughout their 8-month-long distance romance. The 2 parted ways in February 2016. Number 2. LeBron James. LeBron James is one of the NBA's most popular and prominent players today, and he's made a career out of portraying himself as a family man. Despite this, the Los Angeles Lakers star was accused of sleeping with another woman while his wife Savannah Brinson was away. Ezra Halidi, the girlfriend of Denver Broncos star Nick Vannett, stated she wasn't a fan of James because he had cheated on his wife with an Instagram model, Sophia Hamora, in a social media post that was later removed. Neither LeBron nor his wife Savannah have responded publicly to the claims leveled against him. Hushed away, one would say. Number 1. Shaquille O'Neal. Things aren't likely to go smoothly or quietly when 2 of the NBA's finest talents of their generation become involved with the same lady. Reports surfaced in 2010 that Shaquille O'Neal was having an affair with Laura Govan, the fiancée of Wizard star Gilbert Arenas. Shaq and Govan's emails were released, and they went into great detail about what they planned to accomplish. Shawnee, Shaq's wife, filed for divorce from her husband, citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for separation. Arenas and Govan's relationship also had its ups and downs, with indictments and arguments over child support payments, among other issues. Shaq may have believed that because he was a superstar, he wouldn't be caught, but that wasn't the case. So, what do you think? Which of these superstar names on the list surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and like us. I'll see you next time on the channel. Until then, it's goodbye.